Today's caper is presented by WQED Pittsburgh and WGBH Boston. Carmen's gang is bankrolled by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and viewers like you.
This program is brought to you by Toyota.
All these people want to know, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Where in the world is
Carmen Sandiego?
And one of these people could find her. Doc McMahon. Deidre Russo. Charles Zello. Today's episode, the Rosetta Ripoff. And this man is special agent in charge of training new recruits. Right here.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Good. We got a lot of work to do. Let's get the chief up here. Chief, you there?
I'm here, Greg.
Oh, wait a minute. Got a problem.
Oh, that gives me such a headache.
Sorry. Oh, that's good.
All right.
You look great.
Detectives, Carmen Sandiego's pack of pilfering parasites has struck again. This time, they've robbed London's museum, British Museum. The Rosetta Stone is one of the world's greatest archaeological treasures. Now, the inscriptions on this rare rock provided scholars with the key to translating Egyptian hieroglyphics. But last night, after the mummies had been safely tucked into their vaults, Patty Larceny, that light-fingered felon, walked like an Egyptian into the museum and stole the stone. Who does she think she is? The Queen of the Nile? This is the poop on Patty Larceny. She's the teacher's pet extraordinaire. If she weren't an international thief, she'd be the sweetest girl in the world. Your mission, Gumshoes. Padlock Patty in the penitentiary, return the Rosetta to its rightful repository, and then capture Carmen Sandiego. Greg.
Thanks, Chief. Okay, guys, what we're going to do is start you off with 50 ACME crime bucks. Anytime you answer a question correctly, we'll give you 10 more crime bucks. And at the end of this round, the two of you with the highest score will then move on to the next round, okay? Chief, let's go.
Gumshoes. ACME Rosetta Net has tracked Patty to an Arizona town with a gun-slinging past. A visit here wouldn't be complete without a stop at Boot Hill Graveyard. Now, this town started as a mining camp, but it's now best remembered for the shootout between the Earps and the Clantons at the OK Corral. Partners, it's time to saddle up on the Patty Posse. Greg.
Thanks, Chief. Okay, Gumshoes, name the town that Patty took the stone to. Is it Tombstone, Rough Rock, or Skull Valley? Remember the clues that we heard? Arizona town with a gunslinging past, Boot Hill Graveyard, and the OK Corral. Everybody's ready. Scott, we'll start with you. What do you say?
Tombstone.
Tombstone. Deirdre, what do you think?
Rough Rock.
Rough Rock. Charles?
Skull Valley.
Skull Valley. The answer we're looking for is Tombstone. Nice job, Scotty. Okay, that's the way to start it off. Scott, you have 60. Deirdre and Charles still have 50. Let's take a little break now, find out a little bit more about you detectives. Scott, we'll start with you. I understand you're in Little League, right?
Yep.
How long have you been playing?
About 5 years.
Yeah, you pretty good?
Yeah.
How's the team doing?
Not good.
Not good? What's the record?
6-10.
6-10. Well,
And that's one of the, we're one of the better teams in the league, though.
Oh, you're one of the better teams in the league. Okay. If you guys are losing, who's winning?
Well, there are a few teams that are above 500.
Okay. Well, look, it's great to have you on the case. Let's hear it for Scott, everybody. Deirdre, what do you like to do in your spare time?
I like going to the beach, talking on the phone with friends, and dancing.
Great. Any career plans for you?
I hope to be a lawyer.
Wonderful. Okay. Let's hear it for Deirdre, everybody. Here she is. I stayed on the case. Charles, what do you like to do in your spare time?
I like to play baseball with my friends.
Yeah? What position you play?
Second base.
And how's your team doing?
Well, we did pretty good in the regular season, but we lost in the playoffs.
Okay, well, that's all right. Any career plans for you?
Well, I'd like to be a baseball player when I get older, but not much of a chance, so.
If you're not a baseball player, what would you like to do?
I'd like to be a doctor.
Good. Good enough. But welcome Charles to the show, everybody. Okay, Gumshoes, let's get back on the trail here for our... Yeah, come in.
Hi!
Hey, dude, I think you're in the wrong place. We're right in the middle of a criminal investigation.
Yeah, dude, that's why I'm here. Patty's on the island chain just north of Mauritius. I'm going there myself for the scuba diving. Yeah, it's some of the best on the Indian Ocean. The variety's incredible. They got They got batfish, lionfish, clownfish, dozens of kind of coral too. That's great. This Mahe Island, it's like paradise. And I've only got 10,000 miles left to swim. Later, dude.
Okay, man. Take it easy there. If you eat something, be sure and wait an hour.
Yeah, okay.
The scuba guy, everybody. Later. Okay, Gumshoes, name the islands we're talking about. Is it Maldives, Seychelles, or Cape Verde Islands? Remember the clues that we heard? North of Mauritius, scuba diving on the Indian Ocean, and Mahe Island. Scott's ready, so is Charles, and Deidre's still making up her mind. Hurry, Deidre. There she goes. Scott, what do you say?
Seychelles.
Seychelles. Shell. What do you think, Deirdre?
Maldives.
Maldives. What do you think, Charles?
Seychelles.
Seychelles. The answer we're looking for is Seychelles. Nice job, Scott and Charles. Okay, so that means, Scott, you have 70. Deirdre, you have 50. Charles, you have 60. Scott's starting to pull ahead here, but remember, it's anybody's case.
There's a salmon ladder, oh yeah, on the Bonneville Dam. Oh, oh, look for Patty there, 'cause that's where she is. Whoa, whoa, well, maybe at the Ashland Shakespeare Festival in the Beaver State where she's arrestable. That girl, oh, Patty's one bad girl, for the Patty, ooh, 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 oh, 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 the warrant, oh yeah.
Come on. Those guys are peppy, I'll tell you. They are peppy, but full of information, too. Okay, guys, name the state, if you will, please. Is it Oregon, Washington, or North Dakota? Looks like everybody's ready on this one. Scott, what do you say?
Oregon.
Oregon. What do you think, Deirdre?
Oregon.
Oregon. Charles, what do you say?
Oregon.
Oregon. The answer we're looking for is Oregon. Nice job, everybody. Okay, so that means, Scott, you have 80. Deirdre, you have 60. Charles, you have 70. Nice job, everybody. That's the way to play this. Wait a second, that means it's time for the lightning round, which means we're going to give you a chance now to get some extra crime bucks. What's going to happen is I have 3 questions here. Anytime any one of you answers any one of these correctly, I'll give you an extra 5 crime bucks, okay? So hands on the buzzers. Here we go. Question 1. The University of Oregon has an unusual mascot. Is it a vicious rabbit, killer duck? Scott.
Killer duck.
Killer duck is right. Nice job. Gives you 5 more up to 85. Question 2. In the desert of southeastern Oregon, Native Americans carved pictures into slabs of rock. What are these images called? Kinescopes, petroglyphs, or cartoons? Scott.
Petroglyphs.
Petroglyphs is right. Nice job. Question 3. The Lewis and Clark expedition of 1804 to 1806 explored the region now called Oregon. It was aided by a Native American woman. Was she Pocahontas, Sacagawea, or Sarah Winnemucca? Scott.
Sacagawea.
Sacagawea is right. All 3 of those go to Scott. Good job, pal. Okay, so that means at the end of 3 in a lightning round, Scott, you have 95, Deirdre 60, Charles 70. Scott's starting to pull ahead here. You know what? I feel like it's really time for my daily chat with the chief. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to go chat with her. You guys hang here. Is that all right with you? Okay, let me just do that. Just hang here. I'll be right back. It won't take long at all. Hey, Chief. Chief. That's funny. The chief's not here. Guess we'll just have to sit and wait. Oh, yeah. So this is what this feels like, huh? Look at this. Woo, woo, woo. I like this here. Greg, you're the nerve center of this whole operation. You're the only one I can count on. Carmen Sandiego is somewhere in the universe, Greg. The boys down at Puerto Rico have put together a few slides. Let me show them to you. Earth. Population 5 billion. Nice place. Try food. It's a local specialty. So, sun. Climate sunny. Don't go barefoot. Black hole. Roaches check in, but they don't check out. Now, Carmen may be prowling around Pluto or hiding on Uranus. Search them both. Well, Gumshoes, that's the universe. Remember, the ACME triangle of excellence. My left hand. My right hand, my thumbs. And Greg, you're not listening to me, Greg. Greg! Chief, hi. How are you?
What are you doing?
I'm just kind of getting everything ready for you.
Well, you're wasting time. Now, you and the Gumshoes have got to capture Carmen Sandiego. I will give a trip anywhere in the lower 48 states to the Gumshoe who gets her.
Greg. Chief, Look, I hope you don't think that I was making fun of you, because it was really more of a tribute to who you are.
away.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, Gumshoes, remember, we're still looking for Patty Larceny and the Rosetta Stone. Now, luckily for us, though, Acme Bugnet has just provided this phone conversation between Patty Larceny and Carmen Sandiego. Listen.
Patty, those Acme agents have found you. Head for Hobart. It's the second oldest European settlement in Australia.
Gee, Carmen, isn't that where they sent British convicts?
Only the worst ones, Patty. But that was long ago. Now it's the capital of one of Australia's best nature regions.
A nature region, huh? Sounds like a good place to hide the stone.
Of course it is, Patty. That's why I do the thinking. Go to Rosetta National Park. A henchman will be there to guide you.
Carmen, I'm on my way.
Okay, Gumshoes, name the Australian region. Is it New Britain, New Caledonia, or Tasmania? Remember the clues that we heard? Hobart is Australia's second oldest European settlement, one of the best nature regions, and Rosetta National Park. Okay, everybody's ready? Scott, what do you say?
New Caledonia.
New Caledonia. Deirdre, what do you say?
Tasmania.
Tasmania. Charles?
Tasmania.
Tasmania. The answer we're looking for is Tasmania. Nice job, Deirdre and Charles. Okay, so that means, Scott, you have 95. Deirdre, you have 70. Charles, you have 80. That's the way to do it, guys. Now, wait a minute. Do you hear that noise? It sounds like it's coming from the globe. Come on, let's find out what this is. Oh, look, it's a fake rubber rat. Look at that. Of course, I don't see why it would be making noise if it's a fake rubber rat. So, where's... Oh, there it is. It's Scott, the scuba guy. Scott, the scuba guy, everybody. He's making the noise for the rubber rat. You're amazing. He does everything. He does... And look, there's a note inside. Let's see what our next clue is. Let's find out what this is. Scott, that'll be fine. Thanks. You were wonderful. Here we go. Oh, listen, it says, look for the crook in a borough of New York City. Check out Flushing Meadows Park. I prefer you avoid excess sun, but you could also search the Rockaways. They've got America's biggest municipal beach. Okay? So, name the New York borough if you can. Is it Brooklyn, Staten Island, or Queens? Remember the clues that we heard? Flushing Meadows Park, Rockaways, America's biggest municipal beach. Everybody's ready? Scott, what do you say?
Queens.
Queens. Deirdre, what do you say?
Staten Island.
Staten Island. Charles, how about you?
Staten Island.
Staten Island. The answer we're looking for is Queens. Nice job, Scott. Okay, so that means, Scott, you have 105, Deirdre 70, Charles 80. This is the way to do it, guys. Now, you know, whenever I'm on a tough case like this, I always take a lot of help from that woman right up there. It's Agnes Acme. She's the founder of Acme Crime Net. She's also the chief's great-grandmother. I wonder sometimes what she would do.
Young man, if you'd quit wondering and start working, you might just get something done. Patty has taken the Rosetta Stone to a large Asian city. It includes the Saigon area, which was once the capital back when this country was divided in two. Now, buck up and get to work.
Thanks, Agnes. Okay, guys, name the city. Is it Ho Chi Minh City, Phnom Penh, or Hanoi? Remember the clues that we heard? Large Asian city, Saigon area, and the country was formerly divided in two. Everybody's ready. You guys are fast. Scott, what do you say?
Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh City. Deirdre.
Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh City. Charles.
Ho Chi Minh
Ho
City.
Chi Minh City. The answer we're looking for is Ho Chi Minh City. You guys are rocking. Good job. Okay, so that means, Scott, you have 115, Deirdre 80, Charles 90. Now, guys, it's time for the final clue of this round, which means you have to decide how much you want to risk. If you're right, we'll add that amount to your score. If you're not right, though, we'll subtract it from your score. You can risk 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50 Acme Crime Bucks, okay? Take a look right over here, if you will, please. Here's a portion of the world where we think Patty is headed. Now, if you know a lot about this part of the world, you may want to risk a lot. If you don't know very much about it, though, you may not want to risk quite so much. So take a look at the map and think about it.
How much you gonna risk? Yeah.
Okay, looks like everybody's ready. Now, guys, it's time for us to turn to the Paula Abdul of the geriatric set. Please welcome Nana Rapp.
You're such a nice young man. I'd be happy to do some chill slamming and jamming for you. Hit it. Just north of Kalimantan is where 2 states lie. As for the rest of the nation, it borders the ties. You got rubber production. Those plantations are sights, but when it's time to relax, people love flying kites. The Kurtak's a drum that makes a sound like its name. And top spinning contests are a popular game. Now go capture Patty, 'cause I've told you enough, and show Carmen Sandiego your crime-busting stuff. You got the nana. Nana. Get down with the nana.
Let's hear it, Nana rap. Come on. I do love her. Okay, guys, name the country. Is it Indonesia, Malaysia, or Vietnam? Remember the clues that we heard? Kalimantan, borders Thailand, and rubber production. Okay, once you get an answer, lay it down right there in front of you. Scott's ready, so is Deirdre. Charles is ready too. Okay, we're going to start with you, Deirdre. You have 80 crime bucks. Before you show me what your answer is, how much did you risk?
30 crime bucks.
30 crime bucks. This will put you back in the game again if you're right. What'd you say?
Vietnam.
Vietnam is not the answer. It's a tough break, but this isn't over yet. You go down to 50. Charles, you have 90 crime bucks. How much did you risk?
I risked 10 crime bucks.
10. If you're right, you go up to 100 and you'll stay in second place. What'd you say?
Indonesia.
Indonesia is exactly wrong. Sorry about that. So you'll go down 10 to 80. Scott, you have 115. How much did you risk?
Risked 20 crime bucks.
20 crime bucks. If you're right, you'll stay in the lead. You and Charles will go on to the next round. What'd you say?
Vietnam.
Vietnam is not the answer we're looking for. We were looking for Malaysia. You go down to 95, which still means Scott and Charles, you go on to the next round. Let's hear it. Okay, Deirdre, listen, you were a great detective. You did some great stuff for us today. Going to help you in your next case. Chief?
It's the official ACME Crime Net travel kit, and it includes a World Traveler's Search and a subscription to National Geographic World magazine. And our thanks for all your good work on this case. And Deidre, I salute you.
Thanks, Chief. Okay, guys, now it's time for you to go to Malaysia, where you're going to try to track down Patty Larceny and the Rosetta Stone. But I want you to know, we did not send our agents out into the field unprepared. Chief, how about a briefing?
Here's the scoop on Malaysia. Located in Southeast Asia, just north of the equator. Now, achieved independence from the British rule in 1957. Official language is Malay. English is also widely used. Population around 18 million, including Malays, Chinese, Indians, and indigenous people. Now, the official religion is Islam. The boys down at Photo Recon have put together a few slides. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia's capital city. Name means muddy river mouth. It's located at the meeting of the Klang and Gombak rivers. Now check for Patty among the over 1 million inhabitants. Masjid Negara, Malaysia's national mosque. Now the star-shaped dome has 18 points representing the 13 states of Malaysia and the 5 pillars of Islam. Visitors must always remove their shoes before entering a mosque, so check the entrance. If you see a pair of petite patent leather pumps, Patty's probably inside. Now, if you need chow, head for the Central Market in Kota Baru. Now, incredible selection of fish, meat, and other foods. Fort Cornwallis, British fort, originally built between 1808 and 1810. Now, the main cannon dates back to 1618. Local women there place flowers in its barrow in order to bring fertility. Now, look for Patty inserting a 3-ring binder in order to bring good grades. Snake Temple in Penang. Patty may have left the Rosetta Stone with the temple's residents. Try not to get them angry. They're snakes. Poisonous pit vipers, to be exact. Question them, but be tactful. And don't mention mongooses. Well, that's Malaysia, gumshoes. And it's time to head into the field. Begin the Crime Net countdown. 5 are the senses you need. 4, putting crooks on the run. 3 rounds to fight against greed. To be sure justice has won. Go get 'em, gumshoes!
Okay, guys, here we are in Malaysia. Set the stuff down here. Take a walk right over there. Let me show you what we have. Here are the locations where you might be able to find Patty the Stone and a warrant for Patty's arrest. Now, the first thing you have to do is find the loot. That's the evidence you need so that you can get a warrant. With the warrant, you can then try to catch the crook. Now, connect all 3 of those things in that order, the loot, the warrant, the crook, in a single turn, and you get a chance to try to catch Carmen Sandiego. Catch Carmen Sandiego, and you get that trip to anywhere in the lower 48 United States. Now, one more thing. You can pick any one of these locations that you want to, but if you happen upon the loot, the warrant, or the crook, you get a free turn, okay? So, Scott, you were ahead at the end of the last round. You go first.
Snake Temple.
Snake Temple. Whoa, nice job. You got Patty. Now, remember, you have to get it in the right order. Loot, warrant, and crook. So, use some strategy, Scott. Go ahead.
Central
Kuala Lumpur? Okay. Nothing there. Okay. Go ahead, Charles.
Lake Gardens.
Lake Gardens. Nothing there. Scott, go ahead.
Air Atom Dam.
Air Itam Dam. Nope, nothing there. Scott, or Charles, go ahead.
Masjid Nagara.
Masjid Nagara. Nope, nothing there. Scott, go ahead.
Logan Memorial.
Logan Memorial. Nope, nothing there. Go ahead, Charles.
Penang Museum.
Penang Museum. Nope, sorry. Go ahead, Scott.
Fort Cornwallis.
Fort Cornwallis. Nope, nothing there either. Charles?
Batu Faringo Beach.
Batu Faringi Beach.
Salute.
Whoa, there you go. Nice job. You found the stone, okay? Go ahead, you get a free turn.
The Boutique Shop.
The boutique shop.
The warrant.
Nice job. There's the warrant. You got two. Now, do you know where Patty is?
Snake Temple.
Snake Temple. Yeah, there she is. Nice job, guys. Yeah. Come on over here, Charles. Come here, bud. Nice job. Very nice. Okay, you got Patty. There's only one thing left to do. That's put her in jail. Pull on this chain and do it. Okay, look, Charles, we're going to talk about your next adventure just a little bit. But first, Scott, listen, man, you were a great detective. You tracked Patty all the way to Malaysia. We got some great stuff for you. Chief.
We have a world band radio so that Scott can listen to broadcasts from all over the world. Nice work, Scott.
Okay, Charles, I have a little paperwork for you to do now. Inside, there's a piece of paper. There's also a pen. What I want you to do is write down where you'd like to go if you catch Carmen Sandiego and get that trip. Do it.
Where do you want to go?
Okay, nice job. Look, you're having a good day, right? I mean, you got Patty, you got the stone back. Now there's only one thing left to do, and that's catch Carmen. Hold on a second. Can you hold that for just a second? Let me get this. Hello? Yeah. Yeah, he's right here. Hold on. It's you, Charles.
Hello? I know I shouldn't be telling you this, but it isn't fair that I'm in jail and Carmen's not. Look for her in the United States.
Okay, Charles, looks like you and I are going back to the USA. Chief?
Charles, here's a list of places Carmen may have traveled. Utah, Colorado, Kansas, Texas, Minnesota, Mississippi, Indiana, Georgia, New York, Virginia, South Carolina, Vermont, Delaware. Greg, take Charles to the mat.
All right, man, look, this is what it's all about right here, but what you have to do now is track Carmen Sandiego through 7 different states, identifying each state with a marker. If you're right, you'll hear this sound. But if you're not right, you'll hear this sound. Now, if you're wrong 2 times, don't worry about it. Leave the marker where it is, okay? If you're right, those 7 times in 45 seconds, you will then win that trip to wherever you wrote in that portfolio. Sound good to you?
Yeah.
Sound good to you guys? Yeah! All right, come on, Charles. Let's do this thing. Cheer 'em on, you guys. Let's get 45 seconds up on the clock. Good luck, Charles. Here we go. On your mark. Get set. Go. Carmen went to Jackson, Mississippi. You got it. Come on. Carmen went to Buffalo, New York. That's it. Come on. Carmen went to Boulder, Colorado. No, try it again. Try it again. Hurry. Hurry, Charles. That's it. Come on. Carmen went to Athens, Georgia. Go, Charles. Hurry, Charles. You got it. Carmen went to Columbia, South Carolina. Hurry, Charles. You got it. Carmen went to San Antonio, Texas. Hurry, Charles. Come on, Charles. Carmen went to Norfolk, Virginia. Hurry, hurry. What's your time? Yeah, you get it. Yeah. 1 second left, pal. Nice job. Okay. Come here, Pub. Here's what we're going to find out now where you and one parent are going to go. You guys are going to go to Seattle, Washington. Yeah. Congratulations. Wonderful job. You realize you were just in 1 second. You realize that?
Yeah.
You were amazing.
Thank you.
Great. Don't you think he was great? Let's hear it for him. Okay, look. There's one more thing I want you to do. You know what it is. Do it, Rockapella!
Vincent Codaspoti, my office. Immediately.
Here he is. By this way. Good man, careful. Right through this door. See you.
Ah, Vincent. Right here, Vincent. A little closer. Now, Vincent, you know I'm always on the lookout for new ACME CrimeNet agents, and I think you've got potential, but I want to ask you a question. You ready?
Yes.
All right, listen carefully. What color are soils that contain an accumulation of iron oxide? Blue, red, or green?
Green?
No, it's red, Vincent, but I still think you have potential. You sharpen your skills of observation. Here's your atlas, and good luck. And remember, the ACME motto. Criminals, listen and mend your ways. The 5-finger discount never pays.